This first video is going to be talking about jaw positions. I'm Rebecca Schwarz, a singing teacher, and I hope that this is helpful. These videos are for the things that I am bored of repeating. So I'm doing videos so that then I can say, go and watch the video, and you don't have to have me repeating. So, jaw. I'm doing this because I want you to put your fingers here, and I want you to find the place that when you open your jaw, there is a space that opens up. You'll notice that I do this, and I'm checking myself and lengthening up and back. So find this place right by your ears where there is a little space that opens up when you open your jaw. And we're looking to maximise that space and find position one. Position one is when there is more space in that little joint, but position two is when the joint kicks out. And if you look at my fingers, you can probably see it kicking out there. So we don't want to go to position two, we want to go to position one. So position one, dropped, but not kicking out. Some people's jaws will go forward, some people's jaws will go down and forward, some people's jaws will go down and back. It's about finding out what feels right to you. That seems to be the consensus. So you've got closed, with your molars closed, open a bit, and then opening to position one. The joint not kicking out, and then position two. And we're only going to go to the position one because I'm not a speech and language therapist, so I can't tell you what is safe for you. Plus there's a video. So we're only going to go to position one. And what we're looking at doing is getting jaw release. And I'm going to talk you through several little things that I like to use for jaw release. My favourite is to talk about Homer Simpson or being drunk. So if you can just imagine that you're and you've got a drunk jaw. And for me, that's kind of all I need to do. It feels like articulating is a lot more work because your articulators are travelling further, so your tongue's travelling further. But generally speaking, my jaw feels quite nice and relaxed, and actually it makes me feel like yawning, which is always good. The next thing I would have somebody to do for jaw, we could do some massage. So for the massage for your jaw, there's a few. I like this one. You get under your cheekbone. I'm showing you on this side, but we do it on both sides. Again, make sure you're not coming forward. Under your cheekbone, and you go down and back. Now, people always want to go down and forward because that feels like the line of the face, but we're going down and back. And I'm going to show you a little image in a moment of the direction of the muscle fibres. So depending on how tender you are there, if you just, the nicest place to do it is the pads of your thumbs, but that's quite brutal. Ooh! So we're going down and back, down and back. And carry on doing that. Remember, you're not going on your neck, you're just here. Just from there, down and back. And I'm going to show you the direction of the muscle fibres on the man's face. Oh no, I'm showing you the man's. Yeah, it's quite difficult. So hopefully you can see his face while you're still massaging. It's here, but I'm not. So look at this. This is quite funny. There you go. So the directions go down and back of the muscle fibres. Back to this, and hopefully you're still doing that and feeling a gorgeous release. The second jaw release massage that I do is, I'm quite sweary, but I'm going to resist. So I call it the off one because you use these fingers, and you put these fingers directly between your molars from the outside. And you have to be in dumb jaw position for this. And this makes me feel a bit cross-eyed. Ooh, goodness me. And you choose how much pressure. If I was doing this to you, because I do vocal massage, if I was doing this to you, I would put my fingers gently there, and you would open and close your jaw against my fingers to see what feels right. That hurts me. Ooh. Now I'm going to show you something completely different. I'll probably do different videos of all of these, who knows. This is going to look really weird, but basically I'm on my piano, which is a good height, and you need to find something that is reasonably as close to your shoulder height as possible. And then all I do is I take the weight of my forehead and put it on my this must be a great video. I take the weight of my forehead, put it on my arm. I've actually stood still to get this, and then by lifting up so that the higher part of my head is higher than my jaw, it takes the weight off. Oh. And I learnt this from when I was doing some sort of yoga thing, and I was in some sort of upside down position. And if you do go to a downward dog, which I'm going to go off camera for, if you go to a downward dog, it should feel like all the pressure on your jaw is gone. Okay, and then I will show you the obvious jaw exercises. So for the jaw exercise, blah, 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 blah. I like blah, 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 which sounds a bit like bra, 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 and it doesn't really matter. English accent. If you're American, don't do L's or R's. Do ba, 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 ba. So for non-Americans, blah, 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 blah. 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 And if you're not doing the l because it's blah, then ba, 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 pa, pa, ba, ba, pa, 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 pa. Yeah, ba, 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 one that's involving your jaw. Bum, 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 bum. And you're looking to just feel as loose as you can. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I was thinking as I did that, it was a little bit like I'm talking to somebody who I'm trying to be insulting about, and they're talking and my head's going blah, 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 blah. Over and out. Hope that's helpful.